we're coming to you from the BeLoved Village. We're so excited about all the action that's taking place right now. We're in a season of building, and we hope you'll join along with us. This is a perfect time to get engaged in the work of building deeply affordable homes with equity. So we're here on the land. We have just broken ground, starting more houses here. So we have our friends here at Gardner Masonry and Construction. Matt and his team are out digging footers here on the land, which is wonderful. You'll see sort of in this background 3 houses. These are the next houses that are going in. So some of you have been to our model home and toured that, which we built so you can see what this looks like and to give us a lot of really good information. And now we're into the full building here at the site. You may hear beeps in the background, and that's because we have Terraflex here doing our sewer and stormwater work. A big part of that you may not know is when we build homes, we also are building here a subdivision, and so we have to get into things like stormwater and sewer pipes and water pipes for this village. And so we've had lots of folks being really engaged with us. We want to thank our friends at Civil Design Concepts who've been on CDC on this work of developing the site that will hold these homes and the future residents here. Our wonderful team at Blackrock Survey, who have been here probably a dozen times at this point, surveying different parts of the land, making sure that we have all the manholes where they need to be, and the path for sewer and the path for stormwater to put in. We have some really large precast concrete that allows water to pass through a creek that's down here, and so it keeps that creek flowing really nicely and allows us to put a path in to the bus stop on Tunnel Road, which is a really great asset, not only for this village but the whole neighborhood. And so we're very excited about that. You see a lot of work here in the background. So we have 3 homes going in phase 1. We're very excited about. So you'll see a lot of building starting with these 3 homes. This allows us to do our sewer and storm work in concert with building, get that part started. So Matt and his team are here. They're basically creating the holes where the concrete footers will go. This is what the home is literally standing on. This is the firm foundation. And so we were able to break ground here today symbolically. We were very excited to be here for this moment and shovel some dirt out symbolically and let them move into their work of putting in these wonderful footers that will really hold these homes for decades and decades to come. So think about kids growing up here into adulthood in the local place where their families have lived for many generations, and so that does our heart good. Local people are really struggling right now in the housing crisis. So if you're here in Asheville and perhaps across the nation, you probably know people that are struggling in the housing crisis or having a hard time affording the home that they live in, whether they own it. We have a lot of elders that are really struggling to stay in homes that maybe they own as taxes go up and all things appreciate, and people are living, on fixed incomes, or we have lots of people that are renting who are not being able to afford the homes they live in as rents rise, and as they're getting gentrified out of this place, the number 2 most gentrified city in the nation. And then we know lots of friends on the streets that are really struggling, who actually literally lost their homes. There's lots of people struggling through the housing crisis. Our African American Latinx community in particular have really been hard hit with discrimination, with years of housing policies where racism, systemic racism has come into play in a big way to orchestrate who gets a home and who doesn't. So all of these things are things that we're trying to really overcome here as we build from the heart, as we build via the power of community, or what we call the power of we. We know that we can bring our neighbors home. We have the power to do that, all of us doing our part. And so we have some folks out here doing their part today. It's very technical work. We thank them for that. We have other people that are coming You know, we had youth that hand cleared this land under our sustainability platform. It's much healthier for the land for us to leave the grade as it is and to hand clear this land, which we did, and then have machines just come in and just taking the roots out. So that was very powerful. We had people rescuing 25 or more Japanese maple trees from this land that are going back into being planted here at the village when we finish. We have amazing builders, particularly through our friends at the Asheville Area Home Builders Association, who have come on, who are going to help. And maybe they're people like you. You've got skills, you know how to lift a hammer. We've got 4-year-olds out here helping. I dug a drainage ditch on our model home with a 4-year-old, and it was amazing. We've had 84-year-olds here at the village helping as well. Everybody has something to bring. Maybe you have given, so lots of people have given generously to make this happen. Whether you gave $5 or $50,000, or our friends at Nest Realty who've just announced that they're going to build one of these homes in the BeLoved Village, a Nest home. Our friends at the Cathedral of All Souls who have built a home, and plus many of you took part in our Raise a Home auction where we were able to raise a home here in the BeLoved Village. So there's lots of ways that people have gotten engaged to make a strong difference here. We've had kids have lemonade stands to benefit the village. We have so many stories that we can tell you about the heart of the community that is right here. So we wanted to let you know the tremendous progress that is happening, and it's so very exciting. Today we had, I think 6 different groups of people here doing technical things here on the land all together. And one of the most beautiful scenes of today is that one of our groups needed help, and everybody stopped work on their part that they were here for and to help the group that needed help so we could all get that piece of it finished. And so I love it. These are our folks that are working every day in construction, and to see them drop everything and pitch in to get one piece done was really beautiful. And that's what this is about. We're in a time where we have to drop everything because the housing crisis is so bad in our community, and we know that we have the power to change that. Literally, we have the power to change that. And I don't know what kind of power you're sitting on today, but you may have some incredible skills. You may know people that can do this work. You may know people that have the next piece of land where we can begin a second village like this to start the civil engineering work, which takes a lot of time so that we're ready to build when we finish in this village. Maybe you know somebody that can give generously. Maybe you know somebody that has tools or equipment that would be helpful here. All of us can do something, and we hope that you'll tell the story of the BeLoved Village and how a small group of people with a big heart called the community to care enough to start building deeply affordable homes with equity that help lift people out of poverty, with a focus on community and sustainability, and how from a small group of people, thousands of people have now come to make a difference in this way. So you'll see a lot of building happening from now through the end of 22, where we hope to complete this village by the end of the year, early 2023, and begin to be bringing our neighbors home here in this place. And we know that this is going to change lives, both here, and we have people around the country studying what's happening here at the BeLoved Village. So we're so excited about all that's happening today, and all of you who have made such a huge difference here in our community, here in this village. I hope that all of you have a shovel in your hand, in your heart and mind, being a part of breaking ground here, because it couldn't have happened without people like you who believe and who care and who know that we can be the solution to the housing crisis, all of us together. So thank you for supporting. We hope you'll share the good news. It's always good in these days to get good news and to be a part of people coming together in this time to change things in a good way. And so this is really good news that we'd love for you to share and be inspired by. And again, to lift a shovel in your heart and spirit, to know that you are part of this. You are part of this groundbreaking to make such a difference in the lives of our neighbors. So let's keep bringing people home. It's such a gift to have a place to belong, to have a place to call home, and for people to be able to sink their roots deep in this place that they love and these beautiful mountains. And so we invite you to do that today, to become a part of the BeLoved Village, to make dreams come true, and to find your own joy in giving to others and bringing others to home, to that place where they can say, I'm home sweet home now.